Hey, so today I'm in my backyard, resting a little bit before giving classes. I get asked a lot, and I wanted to talk a little bit about how I did start giving ASVAB seminars. It was a blessing in disguise, I would say, about a long time ago when I was like 25-ish. Right now I'm 34. So I started, I decided to join the military. I was a math teacher. So I wanted a change in my life. I wanted progress. I want something different. And so I decided to join the Army. That was what I was trying to join. And I lost a lot of weight. I took the test. I did really well. The first time I ever took it in my life, I got a 93 AFQT. And I was going to join. I was super ecstatic. I was super happy. I think I threw away all the books I had of giving classes. You know, I was just giving classes because I used to be a math teacher in the Department of Education. So I was like, I'm going to leave. Everything's good. But then I got scheduled for the medical exam. And I was ultimately disqualified. It was a bit heartbreaking. And yeah, it was very, very heartbreaking. I had a good score. I lost a lot of weight to join. I was prepared to go, and then I couldn't join ultimately because I have a progressive disorder. It's called keratoconus. It's a eye problem, a visual problem. The doctor said 1 in 10,000 people has it, so don't be worried if you use glasses. It's just I have a condition that is not acceptable. I've known people who can join who use glasses. A lot of people who can join use glasses. If you have astigmatism or myopia, I'm not sure how it's said in English, but you should be good. It's that I have a weird condition that is not permissible. Basically, I'm blind of one eye, basically, if you want to sum it up like that. So, but things happen for a reason. I did get depressed. I did get sad. But I continued my life. I was a math teacher, so I kept giving class in math. I also tutored per calculus and calculus. And then I received, I was tutoring, and some people approached me to help them with the ASVAB. So I started tutoring ASVAB, just one-on-one. Summer was arriving. When summer starts, well, there's less people studying because you vacation, right? So I had less tutoring side jobs. And I remember I asked about 5 or 6 companies if they needed my service. I could help people pass the ASVAB. Everybody ignored me. All the companies ignore me. I'm from Puerto Rico. In Puerto Rico, because people speak Spanish, well, there's more need for a ASVAB tutor because it's not their main language. They have more trouble passing it than an English speaker or American. So I submitted my resume to a few companies, and they ignored me. And I told my best friend, and my best friend was like, "Hey man, why don't you just make your own company?" And I was like, well, yeah, I'll make my own company. And I'm a very obsessive person. That's one of the good qualities I have. I'm very obsessive. So I basically started my own company, and it took me like 2 weeks to have a seminar prepared. I began with 3 students and 3 students in my house. Well, actually my mom's house, with a projector and everything. I bought a I got a projector lent. I don't want to make this story too long. So I started with 3 students. It was an epic failure. 2 of them stopped talking, like they disappeared. They stopped studying halfway in the course. 1 of them never took the test. So it was a disaster the first time. And well, I'm not going to quit, you know. Then I had 2 more students. Of those 2 more students, 1 was my cousin and 1 was his best friend. They both passed, 1 with 68 and 1 with 67 AFQT. They're both in the Coast Guard. Then I had about 4 more students. Miguel Miolan, another one of my students, passed. And then little by little, people kept passing, and then it kept growing. Like, I have a motto, and it's that we never quit. So the thing is, it kept blowing and growing. And then eventually it grows so much that I could quit my job and dedicate full time to helping people pass the test. At the beginning, it was a struggle because I quit my job. And in December that year, I spent a lot of money in promotion. and in December people don't study because it's Christmas, so it was not very good. But I had a few bumps, and then it just in a few months it just kept going and kept growing. A friend passes and he tells his friend, a friend passes and he tells his friend, he tells his recruiter, he tells his friend. So basically now I have developed a system that, because I help people till they pass, well, it's very effective. That's why I have a lot of clients. And a question I get a lot is, so I didn't join the military because I had a sickness in my eye, a disease that is progressive. But a question I get a lot asked is, how did I start teaching English speakers? And this is actually funny. So this girl, her friend passed the test. She was a Spanish speaker. Like, my main focus was people who speak Spanish. So she passed the test and told her friend. The Spanish speaker passes the test. She told her friend. Then her friend said, I don't care if it's in Spanish. I want to take your classes, and I just want to take your classes. And I said, okay, so we're going to do something. I'm going to speak in Spanish and English. Let's see if it works out for you. Just ignore the Spanish. So she passes the test, and she tells two friends. And they pass the test, and they tell friends. And that's how I began giving class to people who speak English. There's no better promotion than being able to make somebody pass. That's why I always say, we keep studying till you pass. Life isn't perfect. Life isn't perfect. I would say out of every 20 students, maybe 3 or 4 don't pass the first time. We just look at the test and we keep studying. And that has been a key focus of our success, is that because I don't abandon students and we stay studying till you pass, well, we ultimately pass it. The test is for free, and that's what has been a key to success in our business. But that's how I began teaching English speakers. That's how I began teaching English speakers. It was basically a girl. She didn't care I spoke Spanish. Let's study, and she ultimately passed. If anybody's interested and never seen how I teach, there's going to be a link below in the description. You can see how I teach, and you can decide if it's for you or not. Although most people who are seeing this are probably already my students. So just wanted to share with you how I began teaching, giving classes for the ASVAB. It was actually a blessing in disguise. If I would have joined the Army, I'm 90% sure I would have never become a tutor. I would have done some other stuff with my life. And it's a blessing. Sometimes things happen for a reason. And I really think God created me to help people pass this test. I'm going to do this till I die. It's something that I love. There's no better feeling that when somebody can't pass a test, he tries 1, 2, 3 times, he can't pass a test, then he comes studies with me, and I was able to help him climb over that mountain and achieve that he was, it's just something special. It's something special. I really like it, and I'm grateful that I have the support of my students, and that I can do this. Even though I couldn't join the military, I can still help people join. Well, have a great day. See you guys students, see you guys in the live sessions, and the rest of you people, take care. Goodbye.